Oh sweet, I never raided this one. I can't believe I didn't go through this whole fortress already. Anyway, I guess we will start our episode here, you guys. Welcome back to Building My Dream Zoo in Minecraft. Of course, we are not at my zoo right now. I just took a little bit of a trip into the nether. I was hoping maybe to get some wither skulls or something. Just collect some resources and stuff. But don't worry, you guys won't see too much of this place. I just want to let you guys know what I'm up to and show you what I get. Oh yeah, we are 1/3 of the way to the beacon. Although I have no idea where I might fight this guy because I don't want him to destroy my world. Alright, I only managed to get the one skull while I was in there, but I want to get a lot more done this episode, so we're going to move on to something else now. Like chopping trees. Exciting stuff, am I right? No, that's lame. Let's go on an adventure or something. I'm actually almost out of jungle saplings, so I'm trying to find where I actually got them from. I'm not sure because I don't think I found a regular jungle. But obviously I'm also interested in the animals that we might find out there, so those are what I'm going to show you if we find anything cool. I'm pretty sure I just saw a Tasmanian devil, you guys. And despite how small it looks, I'm pretty sure it's dangerous. Yep, there it is, right across the water. Luckily that should make it pretty easy because I don't think it'll attack me from there. Alright, awesome. I was right. I'm gonna take a look around. I'm hoping there's gonna be a second one somewhere around here. Oh, I nearly fell on him. Alright, I'm gonna try this for science. Okay, nope, that definitely does not work, and he is mad at me. Oh wow, they are fast too. Luckily, not doing too much damage to me. And we managed to get him. Alright, there we go. These guys are really cool. I think they're so adorable. Well, still no sign of any jungle trees. But I did find these dark oak, which we already do have the dark oak wood, it's just a different type of tree. Excuse me? What is this? Like, obviously I know it's the Woodwind Mansion, but I have never, ever found one while exploring. I've always had to use a map. And it's not even that far from, like, where our zoo is either. Like, it's not super close, but it's easy to get to. I'm definitely not prepared to go in right now, but I will definitely come back to this. Whoa, is this what the caves and cliffs is going to be like? Because that's really cool. Oh man, we are finding all sorts of cool things today. I definitely want to at least grab a couple mushrooms, and I'll take these coordinates as well. Oh, and probably some mycelium. Not sure what I would use it for, but can't hurt to grab. So, I didn't bring my silk touch shovel. Or I'm not sure if I have one in this world anyway. But that means that I have to use my pickaxe, which is very slow. Alright everyone, well, there's some exciting news for our zoo today. I'm actually going to have to go craft some stuff soon, but I kind of wanted to walk through the zoo a little bit first. Check on our little friends here. So the first part of this episode was actually recorded a few days ago, and I took a bit of a break. Sometimes I don't really record everything all at once. Just depends how I'm feeling and where my ideas are. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. That was really funny. Anyway, so I took a bit of a break, and this mod has actually had an update for quite some time, but I kept putting it off because I have to update then pretty much every mod in my folder, just so that they're all compatible still. And there's not really that many, there's like 8 or 10 of them. Mostly like the map and stuff like that. But I ended up just not doing it for a really long time, and I finally did last night. I actually had a backup of this world just in case anything went wrong, but seems like everything is all good. All my animals are still alive, all doing well. There was some settings that I had changed before, so I made sure that everything was all good before I loaded up this world anyway. So it seems like that all worked, everything's fine. But while I was updating the mod, I decided that I finally would actually do some of the things that I meant to do a while ago. One of which was adding the Chisel and Bits mod, so I'm gonna have to build one of those. I haven't checked the recipe for that yet, but I'm sure we have the stuff for it, or can get it. But the other thing that I added was actually a mod for trapdoors. Now these look like they're going to be pretty cool looking, although it's weird because none of these are spruce wood. I thought this one was going to be spruce, but it's dark oak. But they added oak, even though we already have the one that's kind of oak colored anyway. So I don't know what that's about, but I just added that mod to see what it was like. I've never used it before, so hopefully they'll look okay. We'll try it out at least. But let's check out this chisel. So this was the chisel we had before that we can change the blocks and everything. But this is the one that I need to make. Oh, okay, that's definitely super easy. And then I think we'll need a bag for the actual bits. I've never really used this mod before. Chiseled bit and wool. Okay, any colored wool and then one chiseled bit. Okay. Well, automatically restocks. Stores bits when you exceed or go under a stack in your inventory. Interesting. But that is going to be absolutely great for our zoo and making things look nicer. Alright, there we go. And so I did try this one out a little bit in creative, so if you hold control, you have all these options, in case you've never seen this mod. I'm not really sure. This one I couldn't figure out what it did. In creative it kept just destroying the block, so I don't know if you have to have the same block in your inventory or something. But basically we will be able to make stairs or slabs or any shape block that we want. If we do a whole plane, we can make basically any size block. It's kind of like you could create snow layers, but with any type of block. So I think it's going to be really cool. Alright, so with the chisel mod now, I think it's definitely time that we add a new habitat to our zoo, and we're going to try to make it even more detailed than the rest. I may end up going back to some of the older ones and seeing if I can improve them or add anything with the chisel, but for now I'm going to leave them as they are. I haven't really thought about ideas for that yet, but I will be thinking about it for sure. So last episode I was thinking about having a meerkat habitat this time, but actually I was thinking about getting some amur leopards in here. I just think that they're so beautiful, and it's been a while since we've done a carnivore at all, let alone a big cat, so I'm thinking we're gonna go with these guys. Now I don't know if we have a male and a female. I'm kind of hoping so. If not, I'll have to see if I can find another one. But let me grab some blocks and figure out where we're gonna put this thing, and we will get started. Oh, is this an ugly tree? Darn. I don't know why I called it ugly. They're not really that bad looking. I guess they're just ugly to cut down. Okay, wow, this must be the smallest fir tree ever. So I've actually been trying to do some resource gathering off camera here, but I just saw this tree. I'm trying to grow fir trees for the planks, and we didn't have that many. So I figured just a couple of trees and we'd be fine, but of course this is the first one we get, so obviously this might take a while. And we only have a couple of saplings left, so hopefully those will give us some more, because otherwise we might be in trouble. Oh, now that is a fir tree. Oh, it's even got branches. Okay. I think we might be good after this tree then. Wow. Wow. We went from no saplings to 26. And like 4-ish logs to over a stack? Jeez. We could start another branch this way. And put it behind. Ooh, that's an idea. So I'm thinking if I just dig this out a little bit, that way you wouldn't have anyone climbing up on top of that habitat here with the Coatymundis. And then that way I can have our leopards on the other side of it, and no one will be able to fall into that habitat either. Alright, so I have an idea of where everything is going to be in the habitat and how I'm going to lay it out. So I figured while I start building it, I would share some of the facts that I found out about the amur leopards. These guys are pretty interesting. They are native to East Asia, and they're actually pretty closely related to other leopard species in the area. And because of that, it's thought that they diverged into their own species only within the past 100 or 200 years. Now, a lot of their habitat is in the northern part of Asia, and because of that, they are used to snow and cold weather. And something I thought was interesting was that their fur actually gets lighter in the winter, which, isn't surprising, but compared to a lot of leopards, it actually looks pretty interesting. I looked up some pictures and everything. It's like a lighter yellow. But obviously their spots are still visible, so they do have like the dark patches as well. Now, when the amur leopards have a litter of cubs, they actually can stay with their mother for up to 2 years, which for most wild animals is pretty long. And during that time, obviously they'll learn to hunt and live on their own, and they've actually seen sometimes where the mother will have a second litter while the first litter is still with her. So I thought that was kind of neat. So I've actually run into a bit of a problem with this habitat because it kind of bumps into the little cave of the Coatimundi habitat. But now that I have the Chisel and Bits mod, it's got me thinking a little bit differently about this stuff. And so I'm thinking maybe we can, do some layers with the dirt to make it actually seem bigger than it is and not have a full block there. Okay, so I might have made a mistake here. Okay, yeah, this is much better. This mod is going to give me so many opportunities to do cool things. I wish I'd done it sooner. Now, I didn't see anything about their lifespan in the wild, but apparently that in captivity they can live up to 21 years. So to me that was pretty surprising. I know that house cats can live that long for sure, but I figured the bigger ones might not have as long of a lifespan. Also, I want to try out something with these planks here. So I'm taking back some of the layers, and it's going to look kind of like a wall block, like the cobblestone walls, but with wood. And I'm hoping that way it'll give it a little bit more depth and stuff and be a little bit more interesting. But I want to know what you guys think about that. I'm hoping it'll look okay though. Oh, my bag is full already? Jeez. How are you supposed to do anything with this mod? Oh, this is so cool. You can just make like a facade, basically. Because, yeah, I definitely think this will look better without having dirt here. But I don't want to replace it because I think the other habitat uses the dirt. Ooh. So I actually had a really hard time trying to figure out where I could put a shelter in this habitat. And I'm still not 100% sure, but I'm going to see if I can build something out of the chisel and bits in this corner here. And kind of make like a little lean-to or something like that. Okay, so I ended up redesigning it just a bit, but it's still in the same place and everything, and I think it's going to turn out pretty good here. The only issue I've had so far is that you can't put the chisel and bits in the same block as a glass pane, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that yet. Oh no, our bag is full again. Alright, so this is what I have for now. We might add more later. But I think it's at least going to be good for a little shelter area for them. Okay, so this habitat is actually pretty close to being done. I just want to put in some greenery and flowers and everything, and then do some final touches. But I actually do have a couple more facts for you guys. So unfortunately there's a bit of bad news for these guys. They are extremely endangered. In fact, as of a couple of years ago, there was only 90 in the wild, and then there's also some in zoos. But that is very, very low numbers. One of the reasons for this is habitat loss. Their ranges in Russia and China are greatly reduced to what they used to be, and they actually used to live in Korea, but now they are no longer found there at all, unfortunately. However, even worse is that the number one cause of their decline is hunting. Now, it's not all bad news. Luckily, there are lots of conservation efforts around the globe to help these guys out. In fact, there are several organizations working together, and as a group they're called the Amur Leopard and Tiger Alliance. Apparently it's ALTA for short. And from what I read, they do a lot of things for these guys, and it's really awesome. They do a lot to monitor the populations in the wild. They have anti-poaching teams and campaigns, and they even do a lot to help school children learn about the leopards and to respect them. And of course, since these guys are in zoos, there's breeding programs and they're trying to be re-released into the wild when they can. So hopefully their populations will improve in the future. Oh, you can chisel Potzel. Oh, that's so cool. So I can basically add stairs and stuff to every single habitat. This is a game changer. Alright, so I built the tunnel for this habitat, and I built one of the new dark oaks trapdoors that I added, so I can't wait to see how this looks. Alright, I think that's definitely a lot nicer than the traditional oak ones, even though there's no issue with those, but this is cool. Don't worry guys, I didn't forget about the floating spruce tree. Actually, I think this is a good opportunity to show you a cool picture of one of the amur leopards I found. I didn't see any facts about them climbing trees, but they're leopards, so it's not surprising that they can. And I just thought this picture was so adorable. This guy seems pretty happy to be up in this tree, so I just thought I'd show you guys. Alright, so for now, I think this is what we're going to go with. Obviously ignore the shulker boxes in the way. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can't see the trapdoor from here. And then I imagine from here, yeah, you can't really see it either. Possibly from over here, but that, yeah, I think that log is kind of in the way. So it's kind of like a secret entrance. So that will work. But yeah, so we've got a bit of puzzles, some water for them, a couple of trees, and a little shelter. And if you stand under here, if they go in the shelter, you can actually just see them here. It'll look better once the glass is in. I don't have it in my inventory right now. But yeah, that's the basic idea here. I might add some more details and stuff for later, but we'll have to wait for that, I think. But yeah, I'm just going to put in the finishing touches with the glass and everything, and then we're going to try to get them in here. Can we make... Oh, you can't do it with path blocks. Alright, well, if you have a suggestion for a good path block we can use that's not the actual path block, let me know. Something that can be chiseled, because basically what I want to do is have staircases so that I don't have to jump up every time, and that guests wouldn't in our zoo. But yeah, that's really unfortunate that it doesn't work. Okay, so basically what I want to do is let the leopard out, see if it's a male or female, and then try to give it some kibble before it fully wakes up. Alright, so this one's a male. Okay, cool. So that one's tamed. Let's see. I'll just make all 8. Alright, do I think I can get the other one within 8? Oh, it's kind of nighttime, isn't it? There we go. Oh, he's awake. And I do on a tire swing. Oh, that's what I forgot. Okay. Alright. I'll get them a feeder as soon as I'm done with this. Okay. So. Oh, awesome. So you are a female. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, and they're different color coats too. Trait variant 1. Variant 0. Oh, you don't even have a trait. Oh, you're so cute. I almost feel like I should breed these guys first, since they are so critically endangered. That'd be cool to see a baby one in here. I might work on that soon, actually. Oh, that's a good angle. I wish this glass was slightly more clear. Maybe I should try to change it. These guys are super loud, though. Wow, okay. Alright, let's get this feeder in here for them. Alright, where do we want this thing? Gotta work. Let's see if we can take off. Whew, almost hit my face there. Hi, tigers. They look so good. Well guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode. It actually took me quite a while to get used to the chisel and bit stuff, So it took me a lot longer to make this habitat than usual. I know it's not super fancy or anything, but I was just kind of playing around with the chisel for a while. But it was super fun, and it's giving me so many cool ideas for our zoo. So I might go back to some of our old habitats and change them and update them. But if you have any ideas or thoughts that I could use, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear them. But with that, we are going to leave it here for today. Oh, hold on. I want to see these guys from over here. Oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, this is so cool. They're actually like moving around. Unlike most of the animals recently. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I should check again. Maybe it was the update or something. Anyway, that is going to do it for today. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.